America is dividing while war expands. Right now, something unusual is happening inside the United States. Across major cities, thousands of people are flooding the streets. They're calling it No Kings. This is not just a protest. This is a message against power, against war, and against the direction America is heading. Many of them are directly opposing Donald Trump's policies, from rising living costs to immigration crackdowns, and most importantly, America's growing involvement in the Middle East war. Because while the government talks about strength, the people are starting to ask a different question. Is this war really protecting America, or pulling it deeper into another endless conflict? And that question is exactly where our story begins. This started as one small political story. Some conservative voices are now even urging Vice President J.D. Vance to consider the 25th Amendment against Donald Trump. But that's not the real story. The real story is much bigger, because right now, America is already inside a war that could change the Middle East forever. What is really happening right now? Just today, reports confirmed that Republicans at CPAC are standing firmly behind Trump's military strikes on Iran. But at the same time, another report says deep divisions are growing inside the MAGA movement because of this war. Some supporters believe Trump is protecting America. Others believe he is leading the country into another long war. And that division is growing every single day. Why Trump is attacking Iran? According to official statements, the goal was simple: destroy Iran's missile power, stop Iran from getting nuclear weapons, and protect American allies in the Middle East. But analysts say something else is happening behind the scenes. Some reports suggest the real plan may be much bigger: regime change inside Iran itself. And if that is true, this war is not going to end anytime soon. What Israel wants. Israel strongly supports the attacks on Iran. And inside the Republican Party, many leaders are calling the war a necessary mission to protect Israel. But that creates another dangerous situation. Because when the United States fights for an ally, it often turns into a long and expensive war. And many Americans are starting to remember Iraq. Saudi Arabia just changed the situation. Today, another shocking report came out. Saudi Arabia is now urging the United States to increase the attacks on Iran. At the same time, Iranian drones have already hit Saudi territory. Which means this is no longer just a US-Iran conflict. This is turning into a full Middle East crisis. J.D. Vance is now in the middle of it. Vice President J.D. Vance is now trying to lead peace talks with Iran. But inside the White House, reports suggest there may already be disagreements over the strategy. Some officials want more military action, others want diplomacy before the situation gets worse, and that is exactly when political crises usually begin. Where this war is going. If the United States increases the attacks, Iran will respond. If Iran responds, Israel will strike again. And if Saudi Arabia enters the war, this could become the biggest Middle East war in decades, and this time, America is already inside it. Right now, the world is watching one man, Donald Trump, and one decision: attack more or stop before it's too late, because the next decision may not just change the Middle East, it may change America itself.